Oh my gosh, so my professor told me this story in class the other day. I am taking this neuroscience class for my PhD program in psychology, and he told me this story about how powerful the power of suggestion and belief is. Let me elaborate. So he was essentially talking about how there was a group of kids in Boy Scouts, and the den leader, or like the leader of the group, the adult, basically told the story to this kid that we are going to put a penny into the fire and then burn your skin using the penny as like a joke, and you can see how painful it is, and you can like rate the number 1 to 10. I don't know the exact details. Anyways, so they blindfold this kid and is like, okay, we're gonna put the penny into the fire and then we're gonna put the penny onto your skin. And then the kid saw the penny go into the fire, and then they put the blindfold on him and was like, okay, see how painful it is. Before they put the penny onto the kid's skin, the kid, they obviously switched out the penny, so the penny wasn't actually the one that went into the fire. And then the penny went onto the skin. The kid immediately is like screaming, saying it hurts, it burns, they can't handle it. So they removed the penny. They visually see that there's nothing on their skin like they would a burn. And so the kid was really confused. Now, they told them what had happened after the fact, but fast forward like an hour or two, and they noticed that the skin actually started to blister. Now, the reason why the skin started to blister, even though there was no hot penny on the skin, was because of the power of belief. What we believe, what we think to be true, is how our body will respond. And so even though there was not actually a physical hot penny on this kid's skin, the body had a response to the fear that we felt about the penny burning the skin. And so that's why there were physiological mechanisms that were deployed essentially to combat the burn on his skin. And so that story just blew my mind, because the power that we hold in the belief system that we have is literally changing the physiological responses that our body provides. Which is why when you are experiencing complex trauma or unresolved emotions, wounds that you are too afraid to dive into the nitty-gritty of, it's going to cause inflammation in the body, because literally emotions that you ignore don't just disappear. They get stored in the body. And when we are ready to resolve these emotions in a conscious and aware way, we can then start to resolve the inflammation in our body. This is why we see so many folks who experience trauma or who have grown up in a volatile childhood, and they grow up to have chronic inflammation, pain, anxiety, depression, symptoms that feel terminal, but in reality are simply responses, biological mechanisms that your body is deploying in order for you to feel safe and survive.